Fasting. Just the word sends chills up my body. The more I think about it, the more my stomach grumbles. The thought of depriving myself of food goes against every natural instinct within me. Growing up, food was always a big part of our life. There wasn't a lot of it to go around, but we never seemed to go hungry. And on those two special days of the year, Ash Wednesday and Good Friday, when we were required to fast, have no more than one full meal, it didn't seem to be that big a deal. You see, at the end of the day, there was a virtual feast of all kinds of delicious seafood waiting for us. So there was a light at the end of the day. That probably was not in the true spirit of the purpose of fasting. Today, fasting is far from the mindset of our society because we associate not being able to eat what we want as depriving ourselves needlessly. We've lost the association that fasting has a purpose, a reason for temporarily depriving ourselves. The mind has a way of exaggerating the situation. We think that if we don't eat now, we don't know when we will ever eat again. Ridiculous, I know. But the satisfied mind and stomach want to be constantly filled. We get beyond ourselves by focusing on others, the poor, the weak, the oppressed, those who live without. And we put ourselves in their place. If we get to know them and understand their plight, we come to realize how much we have been given and blessed with. And then we can develop a grateful heart. Then it becomes simply a matter of sharing what we have with them. They are no longer strangers, no longer just ideas or vague images in our head, but actually real human beings created in God's image, just like you and me. For a number of years after my ordination, I volunteered at the Golden Empire Gleaners to distribute food to the poor of Kern County. The particular job I had was to go out on Thursdays to various towns around the area and to bring a minimum of 2 grocery bags of food to the seniors who were living in poverty. What we brought to them wasn't much, but it helped to supplement their regular food supply. The food items varied over the course of the year. They never really knew what they were going to get, but it depended on what was being harvested around Kern County. And they were always anxiously awaiting our arrival and always grateful for what they received. Over a period of time, you get to know some of them. You laugh with them, mourn with them, listen to their stories, and they become a part of your life. You can't solve their problems or change their life circumstances, but you can relieve their heart's burden for just a moment. I initially signed on as a volunteer with the Gleaners because I thought that I ought to do something to help the poor for God's sake. But after a while, I was doing it for my sake, because they gave me so much in return for the few hours I spent with them. At times I would think to myself, there, but for the mercy of God, go I. And I was being healed from my childhood fears and anxiety about food. Fasting, as Isaiah talks about it today, is not necessarily about food, but more about an attitude of heart for others who are in need. Pope Francis has expressed a different view on fasting, and it goes like this: fast from hurting words and say kind words. Fast from sadness and be filled with gratitude. Fast from anger and be filled with patience. Fast from worries and trust in God. Fast from bitterness and fill your hearts with joy. Fast from words and be silent so you can listen. That fasting, I believe, is the message Isaiah gives us today. Lent is a season for change. What changes are you making